Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from High Branch Brewing Company out of Concord, North Carolina. I don't know if you've noticed, but the lighting in this video is a little better than the last couple that I did. Some of the light bulbs in my overhead lighting here burnt out, and following all the orders, I didn't necessarily want to just go out to the store to buy some, so I got some on Amazon. It took a couple days to get them, so now I have a little bit better lighting again. But this beer is called Front Porch. I've not had this before. This just came out like 2 or 3 months ago, but I didn't get a chance to try it on tap. I just got 2 bottles of it. It's a barrel-aged sour beer with strawberries, so they've done, as far as I know, they did one other strawberry sour beer, but that was like a Saison base. I think this is, a golden sour ale, so this is probably going to be more funk and more acidity than that was. I have heard good things about this, so I'm pretty excited, and I haven't had Rhythm Rogue from Final Four recently either, but I'm hoping that this is similar, to that. It is 5.8 ABV. Switcheroo there. So you can see it pours a pinkish, dark golden to orange color with a white head. The aroma is it's a lot of strawberry. I'll say that it is a lot of strawberry. I do get like a little bit of oak and like white wine underneath this too, but not really anything like super funky or bready. But there is a lot of just really bright, fleshy strawberry character. Wow. That's crazy. That is like the complete opposite of the aroma. And when I say opposite, I don't mean that it doesn't taste like strawberries at all or something like that, or there's something wrong with it. But all of the things that I thought were like muted in the aroma are bigger in the flavor, and the things that I thought were big in the flavor, or were big in the aroma, are muted more in the flavor. Really interesting. So it definitely has strawberry flavor to it, but it's not nearly as pungent as I was expecting it to be, given the aroma. So it's not like as strawberry forward as Rhythm Rug. You can probably tell too just by the color of it. I mean, it's not. I've had a lot, or not a lot, but some strawberry beers I've had that were like super strawberry forward. They're usually a little bit more pink or reddish than this is. But the flavor is, there's definitely more. It's more tart than I was expecting, given the aroma. There's definitely some acidity from the beer itself. It's not just the tartness of strawberries, whereas the strawberry saison they did was kind of, the acidity level was pretty similar to what you would just get from actual strawberries. But this does have more funk to it than the aroma was leading me to believe. There's a little bit of that sweet tarty character that I used to get like from a lot of Wicked Weed wild ales. There's a little bit of like that Manor character that you get from Lambic too, which in this style, that's fine and appropriate. The other thing about some of their wild ales is like they're really bright up front with the fruit, but then they kind of fall flat in the back end, and they kind of just have like this generic grainy beer character, which I don't mind that graininess, but it's like it almost feels like the flavor falls flat. This is definitely not like that though. The strawberry isn't quite as big, but where that lacks, the rest of the beer picks up. So that funk and the little bit of oakiness you get from the barrel and the strawberry flavor itself, it flows all the way through the whole beer. There's no falling off on the back end. Like I said, it is fairly tart up front, but it is definitely not like acetic acid. It doesn't burn the throat, but it's not like tart like a Berliner Weisse or a Gose either. I mean, it's tart like a really well-made traditional American wild ale. Man, it is making my mouth pucker. But like I said, it's not burning my throat at all, so that's fine. This is one of the, I would say, that's how I know I really, really like an American wild ale, is if I feel like it's pretty tart, but I still don't, that doesn't bother me, and it's so flavorful and complex that I want to keep going back and drinking it. And that's what's going on with this. I don't remember what I paid for this, but whatever it was, I know it was under $20, so it's definitely a buy, because I would spend $20 on this, or 20 or less, would definitely buy this again. But I think it was only like 13 or 14, which is a really good deal. I'm just trying to think if it's my favorite wild ale that I've had from these guys, to be honest, because I really, really like. No, never mind, it's not. The apple brandy blueberry poke was probably my favorite, but that was definitely a different type of beer, even though it was also sour and wild. It's just a lot different. Excuse me, but this is definitely top couple wild ales I've had from these guys, and I'm hoping that a lot of the ones going forward are closer to this, because this shows like skill and restraint at the same time. And a lot of times with these wild ales, they're either like flooded with fruit and super acetic, that it's kind of, the fruit they try to use the fruit to cover up the things that kind of went wrong with the mixed fermentation, or you have the reverse where it's just it's not super tart or acetic, but there's just not much complexity to it, and it's not much beyond a Brett beer. I'll say that. Which, I mean, they've had a couple like that too, but this is definitely a big step in the right direction. I would say this is one of the best wild ales I've had from a Charlotte brewery for sure. I think it's very similar to comparison is the Thief of Joy from Resident Culture, which is also a barrel-aged strawberry wild ale. I don't think this is a strawberry forward, but just as an overall quality drink, I think this is really close to that. So like I said before, this is definitely a buy for me. I'm glad I have another bottle of this. I'm not going to drink it myself. I'll share it with people, who don't have access to it down here. But I am glad I have another bottle because this is really tasty. So I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.